Welcome back. Got the Le Mans inspired Volkswagen Bug in the shop, in my shop. It's not a rental, it's a brand new deal. And we're gonna finish a project someday. Got the Bug lifted up, got a drip pad underneath because things are gonna get real sloppy. I mean fiberglass. Got a steel armature set up. It's gonna be fiberglass because the fenders are fiberglass and it's gonna match that. So we're gonna go with a mock-up of a bunch of tape and whatever it takes to suspend this fiberglass, and then it's gonna get gooey. Maybe a music montage. Some folks had said, a little less talk, a little more action. Let's do it. All right, I got the steel armature built. It may or may not stay on the car. I'm not 100% yet. The headlights being supported by the metal is paramount, but I'm not sure if all this is going to end up staying there. But for the time being, it is a mock-up. So we need to flesh this out. If I lay the fiberglass on there, you've seen it in other episodes where I've done fiberglass, it's just going to sag through. And there's a lot of ways to accomplish this. One would be to spray foam in here and sand the foam to a perfect contour. Two reasons I'm not going to do that. First reason is being expense. Stuff ain't cheap. It's the pro way to do it. But hey, it takes time to prep that, to put it in, to finish it, etc. Or you can do what I'm about to do and do it quick and dirty. I got this foil tape. I use it a lot when I do this type of thing. I'd say it's metallic. I guess it's aluminum. So we're going to tape over all that stuff. And I got some cardboard. I got some regular blue tape and duct tape. So we're going to try to basically tape the whole front of the car and then start to lay the fiberglass. So that being said, not a lot of talk. Maestro. All right, got this all taped up, so it's sort of a representation of how this is going to flesh out. It won't be as angular as the tape is laid out because, we want it to flow together, but now there's a support for the fiberglass to lay on. Got the mat, got the glue, and I realized this car is crooked. I didn't see that, but when I looked at the camera, look at the line of the ceiling. This car is just like, bink. I looked in the back, and the jack stand's too low on this side. Regardless, new information has developed. Let's level this car and walk around the back. Tell me when it looks even, because I can't see. Is it there? Looks better. I think one more. So stop with all the comments about the alignment being off, about the headlights being crooked. It's measured. Let's bring this up one clica. Maybe we'll do two. There we go. Okay. Hey, look at this. Oh no. Oh no. Oof. Why is there a speedometer under the car? Maybe I should have bolted that to the dashboard. Thankfully, it was riding in an enclosed trailer as well. The gauge cluster fell down onto the tunnel. Oops. Ooh, I just saw some cool stuff in there also for the engine cover. But I'm not doing the engine cover yet. Just take a quick walk around because there's a major announcement. It's not about the trike. It's about... What is it? The shop floor has officially been christened. That's right. We got some fresh motor oil coming out. Just like with a new car, when you throw a penny behind the seat, you gotta dump a little oil on the floor. But that's okay, because when I moved, I was thinking ahead. All right, well, I did a complete presentation of all this stuff and walked over to the camera and realized it wasn't on. So we're gonna have to make this work in the edit. Either way, fiberglass, right? Cut it into strips. I got my resin mixed, catalyzed, and I got a technique here where I'm gonna try to keep my fingers clean. I'm gonna squeegee this into position, do a whole bunch of them, set them on the car. Time lapse, here we go.
And we're rolling.
What is that?
What is what?
What did you put on that chair?
Oh, I brought you a friend.
It's the son I never had. I think I'll name him Lucius.
Hi, Lucius.
Where did you get this awesome thing?
From a nice couple.
I
Yeah.
think it's going front row center.
Yeah.
I think the attending gallery.
It's growing. The monsters are growing.
Talk about perfection, symmetry all around.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Frank isn't jealous. You're welcome.
No, they all party together.
Uh-huh.
We're all the same crew. And it's starting to fill out up there. It's looking better every day.
Uh-huh.
Heck yeah, once I get those ugly boxes out. Huh.
So what's up? What's going on? I haven't been here in a few days.
Oh, I've been in the vapors. I'm a little bit.
Me too in here right now, quite
Ooh-wee.
honestly.
Check this out. Getting this whole freaky front end fleshed out. Yeah.
Wow.
Coming together. I put that aluminum tape that I always use. I taped the whole car together as a substrate. Then I put 3 layers of fiberglass over the majority of it. And now I'm just using this kitty hair filler to really bring it into the strength mode.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, I'm really stoked. I just have to spread a little bit more on, but then I want to put it on the ground because then we'll really get a sense of the flow of it. You know, up in the air like this, and with the wire frame like I had before, it only looked like so much.
Yeah.
Remember we were at that place and I showed a guy the picture of the bug. He's like, "Oh, you mean like really raw Mad Max stuff?" I was like, no, that's just the frame for what's going to happen there. So, yeah, I'm excited to put it down on the ground and check it out.
Are you pleased with how it's turning out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm super stoked. Like, this is the freak show I was looking for. And you saw I was stuck. I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Remember the bug with the heart-shaped taillights?
Yeah.
Like, it just, that's the artist thing, right? It's like it just kept hitting it, and arrived at this. And I think this is where we land.
It's very cool.
So that's the thing, you know, there is the artist block. It's a thing. And sometimes you just get hung up in your head. And shoot, I mean, what? Are we in year 2 of this?
Are you ever going to finish anything,
I know,
Ian?
right? We're getting there. Look, it's progressing. Then I'm going to cut this off tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Let me just mix up some. I'll spread this, and then we'll put it on the ground.
Okay.
So notice my technique, keeping the shop floor clean. I got this system going where I mix up the stuff. I don't drop it on the floor. I put it all over here, and then the trash goes right in the box.
Perfect. Yeah, look at what Ian did. He's protecting his floor.
Yeah. Yeah, so when people are asking about the floor, it's like, no, the thing is it's not cement. You can clean up everything. If this drips on there, you grab a little of
Scrape it off.
acetone and pop it right back off. Yeah. Now I'm getting to the bottom of the bucket of the kitty hair, and most of the liquid and the resin comes out because it rises to the top. So this is a little thicker, and that's why I'm using this for these smaller details where there's less fiberglass. Some of this, where the metalwork, the frame comes together, you don't even really need the fiberglass mat. So with this stuff, because it's such a rich and thick body mixture, I kind of spread it first. And I do use a lot of catalyst. You know, every pro body guy has his ratios depending on the heat, but it's about 75 degrees in here, and this is just meant to be rock hard.
Well, it's nice because in the old shop, remember, you had to like get it on the car as quickly as humanly possible.
And a lot of it would shrink up and peel back because it was just way too hot.
It dried too fast?
Do you remember seeing Jack's truck, the roof of Jack's old truck? The whole thing curled up like a potato chip.
Is that because it dried too quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was 105 degrees in there, and we were working fast, so we would put a lot of catalyst, sling it on, and after a couple seasons in the weather, well.
So now with this drying properly, it'll be like...
So, you know, it's chemistry. It's, you know, in a word, it's science. So now if you were doing a top coat of filler, you wouldn't be treating it like I'm treating this. But I'm still trying to get it mixed and reduce whatever air bubbles you might trap. But this has so much, you see how thick it is? That's all fiberglass weave in there. This is kind of the way I've been doing it all morning, and it works out good, see? You can just come over, use my little box, cut off a chunk of this, and just apply it. So with this, I don't really spread it too much because I want it to adhere. So it's almost like working with clay at this point. Like a sculptor, you'll see they wad up all these balls of clay, slap it in place. And then they cut it back with different tools. The thing is, I want this material to really wet the surface.
And then after all this is said and done, all the metal is going to come off.
Well, maybe.
Look, I'm pointing with my new nail. I got my nails done, everyone.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think I want this as a bumper, so I'll have to leave something in there to support that.
Ah,
That way,
okay.
if it does bounce up against something, it doesn't just...
Yeah, I would think that would crack or something.
Now, I'm not saying this is the right or wrong way to do it. I'm just saying this is the way I'm doing it. So what I'm doing is if there is any porosity in the underlayment, you know, I'm not just smearing it over the top and trapping air in there where it won't attach. Trying to get every little bit to touch. So now that we got that all, the lower surface, that's what I was saying in my post on Instagram, we're entering sea monster mode. It looks like seaweed, so then you'll pull it right up. Like so. Isn't that pretty?
Fancy.
Because if you do smear it, if you just try to pull it like the light-bodied filler, it's really gonna just pull back on you. It's gonna lift up from the surface. So you gotta go slow. Treat it like it wants to be treated. Due respect. Cool. So then you bring this one down. So once I get the thicker areas established too, then I'll pull the extra top off of that and move it to these little areas that don't need much filler at all. And again, it's a race against time. See how it gets all bunched up when I try to spread it? You gotta try to minimize that. Yeah, stuff's starting to thicken up. It's interesting with filler too, because once one part of the project starts to catalyze, starts to kick off, as soon as you touch it with the next batch, it fires that one up. It's like a whole chemical reaction. Oh yeah, look at that contour now. This is low, but that's what the wire frame doesn't really show, is how all this starts to just become a nice, happy contour. Yeah, just like that. Cool. So I'm not gonna pull it too much. I'll leave some of that fuzz because it'll just cut right off. One more little batch, we're ready to drop it.
So what else is going on, Ian?
I just had my head in a bucket of body filler all morning. I'm feeling good. So we're 1 gallon of resin into the project, and we're 1 gallon of filler. That's not too bad for a fiberglass vehicle, you know. Cool, well, I think this is gonna be a pretty short video too, but that's kind of where we're at right now. Tomorrow, I gotta head back to sunny Southern California, pick up another trailer. So this is going to kind of wrap our little series of this shop, this week's progression. But I'm coming back with some more tools, some more supplies, the rest of Jamie's plants. You're welcome. And who knows what else? Maybe a satellite dish, maybe a UFO. Remains to be seen. All right, now what do we do with the rest of this slop? Got a little low spot right there. So a little low spot right here.
That shit looks like something out of like anime.
I know, I love it. It's
so
so
cool.
not my style, which is epic, you know, breaking into it's cartoony, which is my style, but this is more modern. This is not.
So anime, like so Japanese.
Whoa, don't step on that. All right, sweet. So that wraps up all of this filler. Let's put this bug on the ground and see what it looks like with that jutting thing.
I want to know.
I tell you, the car's leaking oil. Look at that. The shop floor has been christened. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that, but here we are.
There. Hi. There he is. Say hi, everyone. What do you guys think?
Blue doesn't think. We know that.
Come here. Good girl. Good dogs.
The joy of Volkswagens. Oh yeah. Look at that. So that's as low as it goes. That's ample clearance to drive around as a show car.
I agree.
It'll raise up a little bit.
Gorgeous.
I'm stoked. I'm gonna roll it back so we can really get a view. Then I can clean up all that kitty litter. I am fully stoked. This one is a keeper. This nose is sticking. That's here to stay. So I'm gonna head to California tomorrow. Be back on Wednesday with a whole new bag of tricks. We'll carry on with this trike. I'll have some workbenches and more. Be there.